What is up, my audience? I know I'm a little late. Look, been multitasking. And I know I got my shirt off. I know, right? Trying to get some stuff together. Time kind of flown on by. I'm finna get my set together. So actually you'll kind of be seeing me um work on some things. Let me get myself appropriate. I know y'all seeing like all this stuff. Y'all not supposed to see the entire domain, just the living room. Yo, what's going on, Dimson? I know I'm late, man. I'm finna tell y'all all about it. I didn't have time to put a description in the video or nothing. I have been busy like crazy. I want to talk to you guys. I got a lot to talk about. You see, I got everything kind of junky. Y'all don't mind? Oh, how was the play? It was great. It was great. It was intense and it was great. And look, I usually don't show my chest and my upper body. I literally got my shoulder right here. But y'all done seen, if y'all saw my weight loss videos, y'all know how I look. So shout out to my audience. How you been doing, Dimson? Good to see you again, bud. See 2 people in the chat. And look, I know this might be early. Maybe it's on punishment or whatnot. But hey, I'm going to still ask for some likes. Hold on, let me get my stand. I know it's dark and all that out here, but let me get my stand. I got a lot of splaining to do, but in a good way. Oh, I got 3 people in here. Yo, what's going on, Gabe? What is up, people? I know it's dark, it's crazy. Why? I know y'all thinking, why in the world am I walking around in the dark? Well, one of my rooms is dark, and I got a pooch, a cute puppy. Look at that sweet puppy trying to follow me. A sweet puppy trying to follow me, walking all through the house. Miracle Productions, my boy Gabe. Y'all give a round of applause for our boy Gabe. Gabe has come back in the house. We've been missing you on the lives, man. And also, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to start some interactions. Y'all will not be offended if I eat my lunch or my dinner while I'm streaming. Oh, is that Miss Irish Minister? Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, people? I was there trying to get stuff together. I said I had to go live at least. I had to hurry up and go live. Because I want to talk about some things. I've been super duper freaking busy. So y'all give me a second. Let me get the set together. Hold on. Let me get everything together. I got the light set up. Just hold on just a second. Because I got a lot to announce. And I want to talk about some upcoming productions. Hold on, this thing here. Just a second. Uh-oh. Now, you know, usually if they, hold on. There you go. There you go. So just a second, people. Let me get something real quick. I'm going to talk about the play real quick. I'm going to talk about the play. Going to talk about other productions that I got going on. And other things that's just been life be lifing. So, there it is. Let me see. See, I can see me. Uh-oh. Oh, I got 19 people in chat. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Sure, you're right. What's going on? Yeah, that's right, man. Lady E. Oh, also, that's the alias right there. Lady E. Huh. How's everybody been doing? Yep. That is. Are you gonna do the trailer reaction today? I am. I was gonna do it last night, but you know what? Shame on me. I waited too late. And I know everybody's probably asleep, or everybody else around the world was like, what in the world's going on here? So yeah, I am going to I'll pop, well, I gotta pop in the DVD because the screening for the movie, well, the reaction for the movie will be Friday. But I will react to the trailer. I'm gonna turn it up. Yep. I'm looking at the comments in here. I will be reacting to the trailer in a little bit. I want to talk to y'all first. So forgive me for the most unorthodox of introduction, not the most traditional. Y'all go sleep around. You go sleep around 11:30, 12. Yeah, Yeah, I was on stream like around 10 o'clock last night, but I was like, so I'm gonna tell you what all has happened. Wait a minute, don't let the numbers dip too much. I ain't had that many on the stream. Y'all keep it up. So I'm gonna tell you how it's been going. So my adventure for this past week, good friend of mine, homie of mine, shout out to Brandon. He notified me and he said, hey man, there's a local director and playwright, Mr. Vincent, who would like for you to possibly be an understudy for a role. And so as I was just mind my own business and everything, I said, well, just let me know. I didn't really think about it. I was like, I don't mind helping out other people in the arts, in the theater community and stuff like that. So I don't mind. And so this past Tuesday, get a phone call. The director of the production calls me. The name of the production is called The Face of Emmett Till. As a matter of fact, if y'all stay right there, I'm going to show y'all a program. Just a second. Just a second. Here it goes. The Face of Emmett Till. So, of course, it's Black History Month. Face of Emmett Till. And if you, of course, do your research, your Black history, or go on Google, or if you've heard in your Black history classes or anything like that, it's basically about a story, real life event. Young Black teen, 14 years old. He goes to Mississippi. His family bloodline is originally from Mississippi. He's a Chicago boy. Goes to Mississippi and is what we can confirm now, I say, falsely accused of whistling at a white woman, because the accuser admitted before she passed that she lied on Emmett after all these years. Long story short, and yeah, I'm talking about the play right now, Denton. Long story short, the family never really got justice. But however, Mrs. Mamie Till Molby, she and a playwright by the name of David Barr III, which I had the pleasure of meeting this past weekend, put together a play called The Face of Emmett Till. And I tell you some of the information I heard about just how the play went. I mean, how, the backstory of putting that play together and her own personal experience from it, from the mouth of Mr. David Barr, truly was intense and emotional. So my character in the show, I play Henry Spearman. So Henry Spearman was the grandfather of Emmett Till on the mother's side. So I get the script. I get a phone call and I get the script Tuesday. That same night, I go to the theater to get a rehearsal in because I just got the script. Fortunately enough, I know how the story goes. So it's kind of like I know how to feel it. I know where to go with it. I might not know every single word verbatim, which praise be to God through study and practice. I got 80 to 90% of it down. So that, and I also work with a tremendous cast. The cast is amazing. I know half of them in the production. So I'm like, oh yeah. When you work with people you like and you know they're talented, it makes life so much easier. So it's like, waboom. So I worked in that production, was at the rehearsal Tuesday. They had a church event Wednesday, went back to dress rehearsal Thursday. Need to mind you, this is like less than, is it a bigger role or smaller role? It's compared to the Emmett and Mamie's role, it was smaller, but it was vital in a lot of areas. Isaiah Bradley from the Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah. So it's a very vital, very vital role. I mean, every part of it's vital because it's certain events, even if it's not too much, even if it's not dialogue heavy, you still have to know your cues because the grandfather wasn't indeed there. Hey, Rain Roberts, what's going on? What is going on? Good to see some new faces and faces I personally know. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, what the numbers going on with the numbers now? Well, if that's how the stream goes, hey, I'm happy. Look, When I say 19 in there, yeah, that's Casey. Everybody say what's up to Casey. So I am definitely happy for the attendance, y'all. Thank you for coming on the stream because you didn't have to, so I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. So dress rehearsal Thursday, and the show was Friday and Saturday. Both houses were probably say almost like jam packed. We probably only had like a few seats left. The first house was an older, more mature house. And when I say house, I mean like the venue. So it was a lot more quiet. Second house was a little bit more younger contemporary. And then when I say younger contemporary, I'm not even talking about like my age range. Like it was kind of like 40s, 30s, maybe 50, 40s, 30s, but it was way more vocal. So when you're performing, to anybody that's been in theater, Dims, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you worked in theater too, so you know, whenever you're working in theater, no house is the same. Like every night is not the same. And that's the thing that's kind of nerve-wracking, is exciting, but nerve-wracking all at the same time. No house is the same. Because you can literally, even if there was like a comedic spot or a serious intense spot, someone could in the first night not react to it, but the second night they are literally like bawling their eyes out or really, really reacting. They're becoming very vocal about it. So it's an exciting experience. You definitely have to have a lot of memory. Definitely have to have a lot of muscle memory. Have to know your blocking. It's always good. Rule of thumb, because I've worked with some great directors. Actually, the next production I'm going to be in this weekend, another great director, Cherie Gray, LGA. Y'all check out Lumpy Grits Artistry. You really have to have a good instinct and knowing where to go. That's the biggest thing about theater is the blocking of it, muscle memory. And it's like once you grind on the script and in the story and knowing the story, that's the premise of it. Really knowing the story. Once you know the story, you kind of know how to navigate your way out of it. If there be a moment you like forget anything. So that's what's one of the things that's been keeping me busy. Locally, things here in Shreveport have been, and I know y'all, I've been just yapping and yapping, haven't been, let me respond to chat. I did one play and I'm working on 2 other plays. One is on March 15th. All right, Dempsey, what's the name of it? And congratulations on that. Cherie Gray went to elementary school. Yep, she's a really nice person. She's real cool. She is really, really cool. Theater is cool. Film is cool. Being just a creative in general is really, really cool. So, of course, you have your adult, your life be life in you adult. You got to work, pay the bills, have responsibilities and stuff like that. But, you know. So, I will tell y'all, since on the stream, I will have a new skit coming soon. And I haven't been had a chance to answer all like the DMs and everything. Since I've been busy and have to kind of know just like pick a time and just check all the emails, check all the direct messages from the audience. High School Musical is a little for the younger audience, the way once I imagine. Oh yeah, but it's always good to work it like with a younger audience. Always good. And that's another thing. That's another thing that I have learned. When you're performing in front of different audiences. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Wednesday, I have another performance. But it's Wednesday morning. So it's Wednesday morning, and I will be performing in front of high schools, middle school or high school. So the other 2 shows are at night. Usually the theater shows at night. In High School Musical, you play Zeke. Cool. You know what? I got to remember who Zeke's character was. If you can name the actor for me, because I ain't seen High School Musical since the last time I watched Disney Channel, which was 08, 09. I'm a millennial, 90s millennial, proud 90s millennial. But yeah, I remember all the hit songs. And while we're on the stream, everybody, I will react to the Terrifier trailer, so don't worry about it. Because I said I was going to do that yesterday. Didn't. Because You're elder millennial reign. Well, the thing they say elder millennials are like the 80s babies, like early 80s. I'm a 90s millennial. So like born in 93. Sometimes people say that's like mid 90s, early 90s. It's kind of in between. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Though I would have liked to see how the 80s were because I like a lot of 80s music. You was born in 87? Oh, yeah. But like the bulk of my soundtrack. And that's what I gotta check, and I had this idea. So like when we do, everybody stay with me here. I watch several other YouTubers. One of the guys I watch, his name is The Angry Man. And of course, with every YouTuber, you don't always agree with everything they say or do. But one format I do like from his show, he warms up his audience before he speaks his dialogue. So he'll play some classic. Sometimes he'll play like classic music, but he'll play some R&B, some funk, some gangster rap, modern day music. Sometimes it's his favorite artist, his generation's favorite artist, which is kind of like some of my favorite artists because I love old school. So I was thinking, everybody put a 1 in the chat if there's no copyright strike with it. If before we watch the Terrifier this Friday, and like I said, it probably if I do it, it might be like 8 o'clock, 8 or 9 my time. So set your date on that and set the time for it. 8 or 7, 8 or 9 o'clock, because I do have a rehearsal, possibly. It's not as intense as Emmett, but as an actor, you at least need to be there. But put in the 1 in the chat if you like before we go watch this. Well, y'all watch me watch the movie unless you're watching along with me. Have like a jam session, like to kind of warm it up, like everybody kind of set tone to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like for instance, what's a good artist? Anybody right now? Usher and them. Beyonce. Well, I ain't really like diehard Usher, Beyonce. I just said that because they big names. I mean, not hating on them. If I had to work with them one day, that'd be great. But like, I'm old school with it, so yeah, I'm mint condition. That's way like that's not about my time. That's like before I popped out the womb. But what's like a good one? Chris Brown era. T-Pain, Sierra, Juvenile, Mystical, Hurricane Chris, which he's not on the good side of 50 Cent lately. You ready for that? If you say which play it was, I don't remember. So you can say it again just to remember, not to show the first 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes in one scene in the mall. That's pretty abrupt. So be ready for that. You ready for that? Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get my format together on how like you see like clips of the movie, but then like go right back out, so it won't be like a copyright strike when they try to shut it down. Because you'll still have to see it see it yourself. So say like I'm watching it, and then if you decide to say, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna watch it too or something like that. But let's just get my crazy reaction out of it, because I try to withhold myself from watching it because I know how the Terrifier is. When I saw the first and second Terrifier, like I wasn't gonna do it, but when Denzel was telling me about how wild and crazy this third one is, and I already know how the first and second one is, I was like, okay, I can't miss out on the content because my reaction is liable to be wild. So yeah, Rain it's a very okay. Think of it mixed with Freddy, mixed with Jason, a little bit. Something in it like maybe like another killer clown. Or maybe like the Killer Clowns. I know it was a horror movie like the Killer Clowns. But this dude is so freaking crazy. And the movie is so gross. So traditionally, and I'm just catching Rain up on the movie. Pennywise on steroids. Yeah, Pennywise on steroids. So think about any horror movie traditionally when you have a kill scene. Or let me say that on a live scene because it was live streaming. So yeah, I don't want them messing up my monetization or nothing like that. I'm not at that point, but I don't want to lose the momentum. So when they're unaliving somebody in the movie, usually in horror films, they do a cutaway. So say like somebody's in their arm chopped off, or they get their head cut off, or like they're kind of like digging or something, like they like stabbing them, stuff like that. They'll show you for like maybe 3 seconds to like, scare you, oh no, and then cut off to the next scene. The Terrifier is not like that. Okay? The Terrifier is like full-blown torture. Thank you, Miss Esther. Y'all know her. If y'all know Miss Sherman Esther, that's my sweet precious mother. Happy birthday, Mama. Happy birthday. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. And thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. Pray the work be not in vain. But back to the topic. So, anyways, the Terrifier is like full-blown torture almost to a degree. Very, very like wild and crazy. If you ever watch like Clockwork Orange and you see the scene where his eyes are like they kind of peel them open and keep you from blinking, it's literally like that. So when I watched that first movie, I was like, what in the world is this? So if I've told y'all many times, there's the scene, the girl was hung upside down, and I'm gonna just tell you it was in the letter Y position. So use your imagination. You've never seen it. If you have a weak stomach and you don't like horror movies like this, then this might not be for you. I'm sacrificing my own eyes just to watch it for you, which I know I'm being entertained because I've already seen the first two, and I'm really just want to get the reaction. I know the reaction is gonna be wild. Yeah, the hacksaw scene. And so think of somebody hung upside down in the letter Y, no clothing, nothing to cover them, with a saw, hand saw, not chainsaw. This is what makes it worse, not chainsaw. So you are literally putting physical exertion on your arm to just do something completely gross and grotesque. Yeah, and the camera does not cut away. So imagine that. I gave you a very good description without you even watching the movie. So imagine watching the movie. This is not, and really, because I was going to probably do like a little questionnaire, like what snack are you going to eat while watching the movie? I will not do that. This is not a movie that you really eat. You better hope you have a very strong stomach or you eat light before you watch it. You maybe have something to drink, and even with that, be careful so you won't spit nothing out. So like when I do another like movie reaction or review, it might be something more action, comedy, drama, something that you can hold your stomach together. But this, wait a minute. The bedroom scene is pure torture, and the shower scene might tap. I don't do torture horror movies. That's hard like that. Yeah, Rain. It's not. That's what I've been telling some of my friends. Like I one of my homies, one of my acting brothers. Shout out to brother Charlie. Charlie San. We always call him Charlie San. He's a martial artist. I asked him, did he want to join the stream or anything like that? He said no, it's not his style. And to each his own. And this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this right now. As an actor, I love a diverse set of movies, but there is certain movies I'm just not tapping into. I'm not entertaining. I don't really watch torture movies either. Like the only torture movie I probably saw was what I just said, Saw. And I didn't even see all of that. I've seen clips of it. I remember the trailer, and it used to creep me out. But I knew it was extremely suspenseful. The other Saws I didn't watch. I was like, by that point it's kind of ran out. But So Saw, maybe one or two others. But I am more of when it comes to horror or suspense. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I quote Hitchcock like crazy. I will always put Hitchcock at the top of the list. Alfred Hitchcock, Vincent Price. What is that man's name that played Dracula? Not Richard Keogh. That's the guy that played Jaws. Christopher Lee, the legendary Christopher Lee, Bela Lugosi. In movies that where nature is involved. So like, Hitchcock had The Birds, and then in the 70s had the big, Killer Bees, Empire Ants, Food of the Gods, Jaws, Piranha. Another, like the Abominable Dr. Phibes, he used a lot of animals with his unaliving scenes. I like the Italian style movies, the Dario Argento, Rene Cardona Jr. Well, Rene Cardona Jr. is more Mexican, but still of the Mexican audience, but still in that same vein, where they're a little bit more gross. They break more rules than what the American film industry does. But it's a different type of art. As an actor and as a movie lover, I have a different. And I know I'm yapping. I'm barely interacting in chat like I'm supposed to. Like I'm reacting in chat. My favorite old school style horror movies are Alien series. Alien, yeah. This is another thing. Yeah, so like Alien movies, mystery movies, anything with a high level of suspense. This is for me. This is with me. Suspense will win every time because you can have a torture film, horror film with no blood and guts and not scare anybody, but more so gross them out. That don't do it for me. I've never liked that. And while I go back to what I stated, I will not watch anything like The Exorcist. That's an ant. Nah. No, I don't invite that in the house. Now I know what you're thinking, but wait a minute, you just talk about these other horror movies. That to me, to each his own, that's a little different. But we ain't as for me in my house, we shall serve the Lord. I have boundaries now. I'm not finna. We ain't bringing no devils up in here. That. Gabe, you remember the skit? I did, and you requested to put it on YouTube, where I quoted Psalms 91. So, it's certain things you just don't entertain. Like if you ever had a family member that tell you, be careful what you watch before you go to sleep at night. So. Definitely when I do watch Terrifier, I might be up for a little while. I might watch something funny right after. That's just personally for me. But there's boundaries. There's boundaries. That's just like in movies where you have intimate scenes. And to each his own. Intimate scenes, depending on your taste that moment, it works. If you like the edgier style, but then you don't want nothing that's just full blown pornographic. I'm replacing the P with a C because streaming. Pornographic. Sometimes it get uncomfortable. There's a difference between just being downright lewd and intimacy. Same thing with the horror movie realm. There's a difference between suspense that gets the anticipation up and then the scary release, like the jump scare. Or then the shock and awe, or the term starts with a C. And I wrote it down on paper not too long ago. I was doing some work. Kind of that effect. That gets the people kind of like shock and awe. I'm just use the term shock and awe. That's another thing with horror. It's a little bit different with action, adventure, and comedy. Because if you're making like an action movie, then you need to bring me on a thrill ride. If it's an adventure, I need to truly go on an adventure. Like I'm almost exhausted, or at least I feel like, wow, I feel like I've been all over the world or all over the galaxy or all over this fantasy destination. I'm trying to think of another genre. Romance. Now, romance is way more geared towards women. But I'll be honest, I like when romance is implemented in spots. TV series, yep. I stopped watching paranormal movies because I had nightmares and heard noises. And Gabe, definitely be careful when you watch it. Be careful what plays, because I like to have some sound when I'm telling you all my business, but I like to have some sound when I go to sleep. I ain't type. No, I don't like no silence. Silence kind of, yeah. So what's going on? I believe there's only 1 or 2 intimate scenes in Terrifier and 3 for the bathroom scene enduring it. But it's not too girl. Yeah. And then if it gets a little bit more popular mainstream, they're going to kind of condense it down. I'm just looking at that. I saw a notification. So yeah, but enough about me. Well, let me finish. I know I want to sound so narcissistic, but I will say this weekend, everybody, I will be in The Hounds of Baskerville, a LGA production, this Saturday and Sunday, I believe. It's a 2-night production. This Saturday and Sunday, downtown Shreveport, Louisiana. Gabe, I will talk to you more about the tickets for that because it's dinner theater. So if you like a good dinner and a good performance, not the longest production, good brief performance, just sit back, enjoy your food. And the venue is at Critters Corral. Shout out to Critters Corral in Shreveport, Louisiana. What day? It will be this Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday and Sunday. So when I send y'all the tickets, y'all see it's dinner theater. So you are getting a meal as well as a performance. And if y'all love good Southern cooking and barbecue, you're going to enjoy Critter Corral. Shout out to my boy Danny, and shout out to Cherie Gray of LGA and Danny with Critters Corral. Y'all look up Critters Corral, Shreveport, Louisiana. I love the dirty rice. The barbecue sauce is good. So like they got good chicken sandwiches, good chicken strips, good roasted chicken, good fish. I hope fish is on that menu. But yeah, nice location downtown. You know, it's a kind of like the dinner theater. It's an unorthodox area, but I like it. It's right by the train track, so it's got a good Southern vibe to it. So you got that dinner theater. You got Sherlock Holmes, Hounds of Baskerville. Can't go wrong with it. And that's another thing. Mystery. Mystery is a very, very, very underrated series. As a matter of fact, and I'm glad I stated this. I don't know if I could do this on Discord or YouTube or TikTok, but I kind of, and the idea just came to me. Just put a 1 in the chat if you would agree. There's this movie in the 70s. I already know how it goes, but I kind of want to get other people's reaction. The movie is called The Beast Must Die. In 1970s, like early to mid 70s. Blaxploitation, kind of blaxploitation, not fully blaxploitation, but you do have prominent black actors in it. And it is in the realm of suspense, horror, but mystery. And when I first saw it, I saw it on MoviePlex. I saw it on the MoviePlex. If y'all remember MoviePlex back in the day, not like the app or nothing like that. MoviePlex in the 2000s when you had cable, and it was like channel 57 before the Food Network took over number 57, because TCM was always on 56. I still remember the Comcast layout to the T. I don't know how. I still remember it from channel 3 to like 73 or 76. Because once you get like in the 70s, you just had like the channels that, you know, try to sell you something. And then you try to spam the troubleshoot button to see if you can sneak a pay-per-view. I used to do that when WWE had a pay-per-view. Now we ain't got to do that. We got Peacock and Netflix. But the movie's called The Beast Must Die. And I would like to get, maybe I can get other people's reaction to watch it. Like if you never watched it before, don't watch it now. I want you to kind of be in the same situation I'm going to be in with Terrifier 3 and try to figure out the mystery to this. Mystery is really an underrated genre because it makes people think. It brings chills to you on the back of your neck. It gets you in a mood. Like mystery will start a conversation. Mystery causes buzz. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog over there. She curled up, all cute. Mystery causes a buzz. And so it gets a conversation going. It gets people talking. It gets people invested. Because you start becoming a part of the story. Yeah, my doggy. Yeah, my Chanel puppy. She is a lab pit mix, and she hypers all get out. I ain't finna wake her up. She over there rolled up. She probably see me talking about it, but she in her little baby phase. Want to be a baby. At the end of the trailer, when the trailer starts showing the credits and the extra saying, okay. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to still do that. I'm going to be on here for a little bit tonight. I ain't going to be on here too terribly long, but we are going to get started soon. I am gonna turn up the volume on the TV. I got it muted right now because I'm just explaining myself on why I haven't streamed like I need to. But yeah. Look, I enjoyed that spike that was in the. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed the spike that was in the audience when the attendance. It's like, okay, cool. But it takes time. The audiences take time. At least somebody saw my handsome mug. But yeah. So that's been my adventure these past couple of weeks. Just theater's been coming up, work, other obligations that I have to do, and that's about it. Let's see. There's another topic I wanted to talk about. I'm glad I got a good workout in before I did this, and I know I need to eat something. I hate to be rude and just eating snack in front of y'all, but lately, whenever I do a stream, I just It's like a snippet of the demolition scene. It's one of the best kills ever. Oh wow, it's all good. First time I ever caught you live. Your stream. I'm glad you came, Rain. I really am glad that you came. I appreciate it, and I'm glad. I'm glad I did it when I streamed when I did. I don't usually stream on Mondays. I know for sure I want to make Fridays a regular. And when I do stream on Fridays, it's like early, like maybe like 7 to around the 7, 8, or 9 o'clock hour. I feel like that's like the golden time ratio. That's the best time ratio for that. And also my goal for tonight, because I've always gotten like my maximum of 3 likes in the chat, which is a blessing. That's like the quickest I ever got. Not 3 likes, 5 likes, excuse me. The quickest I ever got 5 likes. So my goal is to get close to 7 to 8, 6, 7, 8, at least more than 5. That's my goal. Starting off slow, building the audience. And this is like quick content. I can just talk with the audience, but I will have. Yeah, I'm waiting for my boy me. Yeah. Not me, but his avatar name is me. I'm waiting for homie. I'm gonna be on here for a while until he shows up, because I got in touch with him on Discord, and he does some awesome edits, y'all. He has some awesome edits on Discord. Awesome edits. Also, if y'all remember, our boy Fanzin, which is basically P. Hansen. His name is, I don't want to give out his real name unless he doesn't want it. But P. Hansen, PHANSEN. Y'all keep him in prayer. His family had a tragic loss lately. That's why he hasn't been on the live stream. He's been handling his business. So y'all keep our boy Fanzin, because he's allowed me to call him Fanzin on there, but it's probably P for his first name, and then Hansen is the last name. But yeah, I call him Fanzin until he corrects me on that or let me know, hey, just change it, and then I will. But keep him in prayer. I'll say brother P or brother Fanzin. Definitely keep him in prayer during this time. Definitely do that. But I want to sharpen my setup. I know when I first started the stream, it was kind of unorthodox, wild, and crazy. But I wanted to sharpen my setup. I can't just be around here showing. I didn't have my shirt and stuff on. I was busy doing stuff I remember at the time, and that's how I got dedicated to the time. So I said, let me do that. Besides, you got enough folks on YouTube who don't even put up as much effort as I do with a setup and get more views than me. Yeah, I'm hating. Yeah, I'm hoping he's okay. I know, anytime you have a loss, it's not easy. So definitely keep him in prayer. Hopefully he'll come back and join us. But let's see. I've been on here for 39 minutes. I'm still going to wait. We're going to do. It's okay. Not a lot of people would care. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just keep him in prayer. And, whenever he gets a chance, whenever takes time to come back, he'll come back and have fun with us. I've been on the chat 40 minutes. But I'm gonna be on here for a little while because I'm waiting for my boy me and some other. Oh, you say 5 to 10 minutes? Or does it feel like 5 to 10 minutes, or you just been on 5 to 10 minutes? I gotta go. You'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I'll be here. Listen, I'll be on here. I'm gonna be on here for a while because I want to make sure I can get as many people as I can to really just react with me, or at least watch me react and then see like what's going on with this dude. What's wrong with him? And I tell you what's wrong. Terrifier is what's wrong. That's what's freaking wrong. He's a psychopath. He's a lunatic. You know, I'm like, goodness. You'll be on it for a little while too, Rain? Cool. Great that you can hang out with me. Great that everybody can hang out with me on this Monday night. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, yep, but that's been me lately. It's been busy. Well, I say, busy in a good way. But busy in a good way. I have recently, though, have been working on some more content, and I'll be releasing something soon. The only hint I will give you is Black History themed, so it'll definitely come out this week before the month is over with, which February will end on the 28th. And I will say this here: Black History is every day of the year. I'm gonna be this all my life. So Black History, and I'm proud of it. Black History is gonna be every day of the year. But I definitely want to do this around this time, and then get ready for March, and then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then do it all over again with January, February, March, and move on forward. Oh no, yeah, you don't judge any race. I mean, because look, though we're all different, we're all the same too. So, that's the thing. One of my audience members, and I'm waiting for him to show up. He's of Indian descent. I'm waiting for my boy me to show up. M-III. And he has some awesome edits on Discord. Yep, just letting everyone know EJ Casey, along with me and Christina, will be gathering to talk about Captain America movie March 8th. We sure will. What time, Gabe? Oh, tell you what, don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. Let me know. DM me. Okay, look at I like how my hand is right there. DM me. Because I know there was somebody was telling me about an engagement on Saturday, but I'm like, I didn't want nothing clashing. I could do both, but just you back, Demson? What you was doing, man? I'm being nosy. Don't tell me you was eating some good food, because whatever it is, save me a plate. Yeah, I got a salad in the kitchen. I'm about to pull out. I need to eat lighter once it gets later. But I did get a good workout in, and I need it. I actually worked out twice a day, 2 15-minute workouts. Always get your workout in, people. There's no excuse. Even if you eat a little unhealthy, at least it is a habit to eat healthy. You can be healthy and eat delicious meals and work out and get better. And if y'all been hanging with me for this long, my channel used to be a fitness channel. I still might pull some fitness stuff out the woodworks, But I knew that entertainment, it's I like to entertain. So, and if don't nobody else give me an opportunity to entertain, doggone it, I'll just make it happen myself. In this era, we are blessed to just be able to turn on our cameras and put on a show. Or I turn on our phones and put on a show. Previous generations didn't have that luxury. Ooh, corned beef. All right now. What sauce did you have on there? Worcestershire? I ain't had Worcestershire sauce on that. I remember, God rest my grandmother and Uncle Soul, they made a burger around here years ago, and they put some Worcestershire sauce on it. That was my first time having it. I was like, all right, Worcestershire. Alashir Kadir. I don't want to mess up their name. So Alashir Kidirov. How you doing there, sir? I am doing good. Correct me if I'm wrong if I said your name. Correct me on am I saying it right? Give me a thumbs up if I say Alashir. I like the name. How are you doing there, sir? You don't like condiments, Demson? Not at all? Ketchup, mustard, barbecue? Still alive and kicking. Hey, that's it, man. That's it. We making it day by day. Still alive and kicking. As long as you still alive and kicking, that's all that matters. As long as you don't kick the wrong person, you good. As long as you don't get like ranch. Oh yeah. Depends on whatever I'm eating. That's what condiment I put on there. So Alashir, let me catch you up to things, man. Tonight, in a little bit, because I'm gonna be on the stream for a while. I am going to react to the trailer of the movie Terrifier 3. So tonight is going to be the reaction for the trailer, but Friday, listen to me now. Friday, I am going to be watching the movie. I know it's going to be like 2 hours and something. Watching the movie, and y'all basically, if you don't mind, I would be honored if you guys watch me react to the movie. I'm gonna have the volume up enough to where you can hear what scenes are happening. And if you want to, it's only on you. If you want to watch that movie yourself, if you have the access to it, whether stream, DVD, Blu-ray, or jailbreak, I ain't saying nothing else about it, but and basically just reaction to the movie together. Because I know this man got to be weird. I like ranch and fries. That ain't weird. To each his own. But that's what we're doing, Alashir, this Friday. That's what we're doing. Reacting to the movie The Terrifier. No, man, and ranch and fries, actually, I didn't think about that. What brand of fries? And I know that's probably like a silly question, but that's let me correct that sentence. I know this might be weird. I like ranch with fries. Shoot. And ain't nothing wrong with that. See, now I'm almost tempted. I probably have had a ranch with fries, like accidentally, like you get some, like a chicken strip plate with fries, or chicken nugget plate with fries, and the ranch just accidentally fall on the fry. You see, what? I'm hungry, and I just don't eat it. Speaking of food, and I'm gonna brag about it. Shout out to my church. If y'all don't know me personally, I'm a deacon, so I work in the church. Proud deacon, humbled by it. I try to be the best person I can. Can't be a cussing deacon. Of course, there are many of them out there. We had a service. Gabe, you should have been at my church this Sunday, man. But I know you was at your church. We had Taste of Our Heritage. So for Black History Month, we had a big old feast, like basically a big old potluck. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know the menu. I'll tell you the menu. It's making me more hungry. I think about it. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know what all the food that I had. Okay, we got Rain Roberts. She's hungry, like I am. Miracle, aka Gabe, is hungry, like I am. Demson, all right. Alashir, what about you, man? Everybody else in the chat, let me know. Because then I'm gonna tell you the menu. What all was on the menu. All right, here we go. So you go into the assembly line at church for the food. We got neck bones in one pot, pig feet in another pot. Yeah, I ain't had no pig feet. I ain't that country. I'm a little country, but I ain't that country. But we had neck bones. We had pig feet. We had fried chicken. We had Mama's favorite red beans and rice with down home smoked sausage. We had macaroni and cheese. We had potato salad. We had corn on the cob. We had greens. We had hot water cornbread. We had yams. We had deviled eggs that you can mix in that potato salad, or you can just have it blend with something. We had fried apple pies. We had, I think, a Nutella pie. I think it was like a chocolate pie, but it was fried. We had peach cobbler. We had pecan pie, which I'm allergic to pecans, so, to each his own with pecans. We had cake. We had, what else we had? Jambalaya. We had We had fried chicken. I think we said we had fried chicken. And we had cornbread. So we had the hot water cornbread. We had the sweet cake cornbread. Then we had the drinks and everything. And when I tell you, y'all, I was so full. And some down home smoked sausage. Gabe, man, that did it there. And then let me tell you this here. That peach cobbler, I almost need to ask the church who makes that peach cobbler, but I don't want to get in trouble. That peach cobbler, there was an ingredient in that that I really enjoyed. Let's just say it was rum in that peach cobbler. Pig feet, no, I said pig. It was some pig feet. It was some pig feet, man. Yes, I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. We from the South. Folks love pig feet right here. I can't get jiggy with it. I'm from the South. I'm like, nah. I got to be real hungry, just be gnawing on some pig's toe knuckles. I got to be hungry. It all get out, bro. I got to be hungry. That does not sound like the most appetite. You sound like a northerner. Only a real southerner loves pig feet. Shout out to that's like grits. We use lamb in almost all of our dishes. Okay, where are you from, Mr. Alashir? Something tells me, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Russia, Bulgaria, Czech, Eastern Europe, Western Russia, Eastern Europe, Turkish area? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm in my Uzbekistan. Okay, cool. I have had lamb. I'm gonna tell. See, now you brought something back. I'm gonna tell you my first experience with lamb. It was on the movie set. Put a 1 in the chat because I love the interaction. And if I can, hopefully, if somebody hasn't put a like in the chat, please put a like. I love to get 6 likes tonight or more. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know my first interaction with lamb. It was on the movie set, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, here we go. Cool. I'm gonna tell you. So, 2015. No, 2016. Correct me wrong. I am wrong on this. I'm correcting myself. 2016. I am on a film set of a TV series called Salem. WGN Salem. So, in this show, it's basically the Salem witch trials. There's a lot of witchcraft in it. It's not my style of show. It was work, but it was fun. So, anyways, there was this world famous chef. I don't know about y'all. Do y'all remember a show called Diner Impossible or Restaurant Impossible with Robert Irving? He is military, like British military, big, like muscular guy who's a chef. Funny thing is, and I got a picture with him too. I'm 6'2", but he's actually a shorter guy. The TV makes him look like he's like 6'3", 6'4", but he's actually like in the 5 foot range, like maybe 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", and he's married to one of my favorite women's wrestlers, Gail Kim. Great women's wrestler. So I see him on the set. I'm halfway asleep on the set. We're filming. It's like one of the last few days of filming. I'm tired. I'm looking at looking at the set, and one of the guys, he come up to me. He said, "Man, you see that dude right there?" I said, "Huh?" And I'm halfway asleep. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He tells me that's a world famous chef. I said, "What you talking about?" And then so I'm halfway asleep, and I wake up a little bit. I said, "Wait, this guy does look familiar." I hear the British accent. He's muscular and everything like that, but he's known for cooking. I said, "I know this dude from somewhere." And what's exciting about that on the movie set, you don't expect somebody like him to just come on the set. He's not an on-screen actor. He's a world famous chef. So you see that, and I'm like, what the hell? And then next thing you know, I'm fully awake now. He walks past me again. Oh snap, it's Robert Irving. So Robert Irving is on the set. We go back to the tent. I finally have a chance to meet the guy. He has a spread, like, if I could compare, think of like a semi-truck long. He has, Not Gordon. I have not met Gordon Ramsay. No, it wasn't Gordon Ramsay. Oh man. Oh my goodness. If that had been Gordon Ramsay, you better not even boil water wrong around that man. So it was Mr. Robert Irvin. The assembly line, the way everything set up is like a semi-truck long because we're in a big tent. So at the very end of the assembly line is lamb. Now, personally for me, he didn't fix the lamb. That was my style. And I'm going to show you. And then Alashir, I'm going to let you know I'm a Southern American, Black American man who likes all the meat cooked down to being brown. I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the chat. When y'all fix lamb, it's still a little pink on the inside. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's your preference. But the lamb was had his pinkness on the inside, so I'm guessing like medium rare. But it was beautiful when you see the aesthetic. Big old thing of lamb. There was like something with a noodle dish, green vegetables, and all the different. It was more like a Mediterranean style meal, if that's the right. And I've not traveled the world, but I like eating food, so it might be more. Right, awesome, yeah. Look, I know a little bit of my stuff. So, a Mediterranean style meal, and I don't know, and I might be like completely wrong because what I think is Mediterranean might not actually be Mediterranean, but so he had it laid out to the gills, and after we had this full course meal. At the very end of the table, there's like another table behind that, all the desserts. And I believe it was bread pudding. Bread pudding or banana pudding, but it was good. And I had gotten several cups of bread pudding for my grandmother, God rest her soul, because she was a big fan of him. She was a big fan of Robert Irvin. So I said, okay, Manny, I called her Manny. I'm going to get you like several cups of the banana pudding. And she got some. She enjoyed it. And when I tell y'all, and I think I talked about this, my granny used to cook lamb chops. She did? Cool. I would like to try more lamb, to be honest. I would. Lamb, maybe some more duck, maybe. Not some more duck. So I got 3 minutes, 3 minutes before I've been on this chat for an hour. So everybody stay on. I will do a reaction to the Terrifier 3. I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube and we will do a reaction. I don't know if I sound rude or not, but can you react to the trailer soon? Yeah, y'all do it. Y'all do it. I was also kind of waiting for my boy me, and I know because it's 9 o'clock here. Yeah, I know where your time zone is. I understand, man. No, that's not being too rude. I tell you what, if anything, me will just have to catch the playback. So this is what we're gonna do. Everybody stay right there. And he just missed it. Unfortunately, my boy just missed it. So what I'm gonna do now? No, not at all. Because if anything, I was trying to see how many people I can get to watch it with me, or at least react with me. But that's cool. Let me see. Terrifier 3. Now I want the full movie. I don't want to spoil it yet. Terrifier. Wait a minute. They got the 1 trailer. Now I want the Terrifier 3 trailer. Just a second, everybody. Grilled lamb ribs. Ooh, grilled lamb ribs. That sounds good. I'm sure it's pretty meaty. I'm sure that would be good. Grilled lamb ribs. Okay. So this is. Let me know if you can hear it.
What's happening? Oh my God!
Put a 1 in the chat if you hear my television.
Now that is a sandwich. I'll have what she's having.
Okay, so I got to pause right now. Okay, Miracle Rain. What about you, Demson? Do you hear pretty good? Okay, good. Because I'm gonna start all the way over. What about you, Alishir? We finna get started, man. Y'all can hear that sound effect. I'm not
like the most famous.
Okay. I know I'm hearing that jam because I'm like pausing it. So here we go. We are gonna get started in 30 seconds, and and no matter what, I'm gonna go and get started with the trailer, Red Band trailer reaction. This is the Red Band, so yeah, we finna get the shebang. Y'all ready? I can't wait. I'm a little nervous, but we gonna check this out. Dims and recommended, so all right, here we go. I'm putting it on like 45. Here we go. So we're getting started right now.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. I want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when it's close enough to you.
Cast the showers. Oh, come on.
Something. Oh. How can you be sure it was really him? I can feel it. Who's this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's hanging out.
Oh, no. Keep your kids away. No. No.
Why would he come back here? Even if he wasn't
No,
what he is. You want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you. Both know this is over. I have to go back to the Terrifier. Still buried there, isn't it? Might be the only thing that could stop them.
Chris Jericho is still in it.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Oh no. This gross dude here. Okay. That was the Red Band trailer. Okay, it's about ending explain. The audience reaction. Okay, I tell you what. Let's see what everybody's saying.
American.
I'm back. Sorry, that's all right. There's the mall. He's telling you to be mainly kids, but what happened? I do not remember that trailer that much. Dang, man, look. Okay, so I'm trying to see. Is my camera getting dark? Okay, it's brightening up. All right, so just watch this. And I saw a little clip of that shower scene in the trailer. So yeah, that's gonna definitely be, especially two people in the shower. That's gonna. I'm really. The Terrifier, y'all. Friday. After seeing the first and second, this third was finna be a trip. Then it's got Christmas theme. The chainsaw, the chainsaw part. And I haven't even seen the movie yet, and I'm already kind of like, Lord, this finna be a trip here. This is gonna be a trip.
It's America's original chicken. KFC Mike's Hot Honey Chicken. Try it, just $7.
KFC Hot Honey Chicken. And so I'm looking at it right now. The Terrifier 3 UK screening audience reactions only in cinemas. When he breaks the glass, yeah. I'm like, y'all notice, like, I stopped. I said, okay, I have to really just kind of watch this. I couldn't even talk to y'all. I was like, oh, crap. This will be my first time reacting like a full blown 2 hours. I'm looking at these people's reactions and I'm grossed out. Oh, hell. Oh, give me. Oh, now you that bad? Oh, no. That sounds too juicy. I'm not even watching the movie. Listen, my fate, man, I'm not even watching the movie. I'm looking at other people's reactions. The audio was getting me. All you hearing is juiciness and gore. Casey, don't you even worry about it. I'm going to watch it for you. How about that? You don't want to watch it? Just watch me react. I will gladly, and I make sure I at least I don't eat too much, or at least I have a solid meal. That's a prayer I don't throw up. I'm looking at these people's reactions. And you know, people's reactions be funny, but when you see when you hear the audio, that show you how powerful sound is. The audio and people's reactions is like, what in the blue, in the words of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, what in the blue hell is going on? To hear that kind of juiciness and visceral and gore and people's reactions, like Jimson just stated, did you see my face? Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know what's going on. I don't want to be spoiled. This is one, in order to have a genuine reaction, people, in order to have a genuine reaction, it needs to be a first time thing. So, like I said, I'm probably gonna set it my time 8 o'clock, like I just did this stream. And if it's a 2 hour movie, from like 8 to 9. You know, if you can find it in your schedule, just come watch my reaction with me. I greatly appreciate it. Being a movie buff and an actor myself, I love this type of stuff. So it's right in my genre, in my vein. I talk about it at work. I talk about it, whenever I can. Most of the time I don't yap too much, but when I like something I like, I go off the handles with it. So I might as well go ahead and share my experiences. You don't do these movies? That's cool. That's cool. There's other movies, Rain. There's other movies, like, literally, that's not as not gross, gory crap. So you ain't got to worry about that. I got other movie ideas. You want to know what's the worst death other than the bar scene, shout scene? What is it? What is it, Dempsey? And shout out to everybody for 7 likes. I love that. So I've grown in likes. Like I've passed the 5 mark, and I greatly appreciate it. And the best is yet to come. What is it, Dempsey? There's another? Because you didn't tell me. I know. I don't know which particular character's getting killed off, but you stated like which scenes have had gross unalivings. I have to be careful with the K word. Unalivings. Yeah, and so if anything, if y'all could do this for me, Gabe, if Christina, Queen Tina, and Rain Roberts, and you have an issue with that type of horror, best thing, if y'all don't mind, y'all be my buds, would y'all at least watch me react to it? I will not, and if it becomes too much, then just switch off. You don't have to worry about watching it. Like, you don't have to worry about seeing it with your eyes. Just laugh at me being wild and crazy and animated and possibly being grossed out. Oh, wow. And y'all just tell me if it's too much. Y'all just tell me it's too much, you know. You'll see it, but just let me know, Gabe. It's no pressure. It really ain't because look, y'all taking the time out to watch me react to this stuff. So if anything, look, our boy Demson, he's the one that's got. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've already watched Terrifier 1 and 2, but he's the one that's got me like really want to see like Terrifier 3. But I really want to get a genuine reaction with the audience. So, but speaking of that, there's other movies that I would like to do reactions for. So I did the Terrifier. You know, I didn't do Terrifier yet. I did Terrifier 3 trailer, but the Terrifier will be this Friday. Are there any, by the way, Dems, and I believe it was you, did you see Hard Eyes? Just let me know in the chat. I don't know if it was you or somebody else that mentioned Hard Eyes. I don't know if it was Justin. I know it wasn't me. Not me, but our good friend M-triple-I me. But any other movies like action, comedy? There was one movie I saw. Sometimes I check out the movies at the library and I can do reviews on them. One called The Gutter and another one called Lady Ballers. Those are like comedies. That could be one we do. Anything that's like more in the suspenseful vein, that's not gory but just suspenseful. I know I'm yawning like crazy. Any action movie that I've not seen. I haven't seen Transformer 1, but maybe. I haven't seen the new Venom. And I haven't really been too particular on seeing the new Venom, but I mean, I'll give it a shot if y'all want me to. I'll watch the new Venom. They have a new Yu-Gi-Oh movie? You serious? When they come out with that? Yeah. Definitely check that out. When did they come out with that? Or when we're animated or live action, or are they coming out with it? Yeah, but I'm looking at people's reactions with Terrifier 3. Like, what in the world is this thing? Or they got all the kill counts now. I don't want to see that. Let me get this off my search screen so they won't tempt me to try to watch it early. You know? Logan Paul slapped CM Punk. What? I'm a big wrestling fan, so I'm looking to see if they're gonna do this creation suite because I like creating my wrestlers. Something going on outside? The Rock wants Cody Rhodes to sell a song. I'm watching this. I was gonna probably watch WWE. See, they're talking about Rock wants somebody to sell their soul. Wants Cody Rhodes to sell a soul to.
My Rise reveal. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
My Rise reveal.
To your heart.
Let me see what everybody said about. My son was the most.
At B1 Bank.
Okay, Dark Dimensions. Okay.
Your savings to the next level. If you
Oh, the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie from 2004.
WWE
Trying to see if I remember it. I mean, I do remember, but I'm trying to see if I remember watching it. I mean, if I don't, then that'll be the perfect one to just watch back in the live stream, watch some Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll do it. That could be our next one.
My Rock.
That really could be our next shebang.
A champion. This is
That could be our next one. But let's see how long I've been in. I've been on the chat. You probably saw it, but Indiana Jones could be one. The newest Indiana Jones. And I'll be honest, I'm like, after I heard about it, I'm like, but I'm getting sleepy, everybody. And I know I can't be too long, but this is what I'm gonna say about Indiana Jones. Oh, you say any Indiana Jones? Okay, if we do anything with Indiana Jones, it's gonna be the 80s. Any Indiana Jones movie set in the 80s is gonna automatically get a 10 out of 10. Once it got out in the 80s, that was it. I wouldn't even trust an Indiana Jones movie from the 90s because it wouldn't have been done right. The only time Indiana Jones worked, this is not bashing the franchise, it's just stating the fact. The best time for Indiana Jones was from 1980 to 1989. And I am a 90s millennial. I wasn't even on Earth at the time. And I will say that if Indiana Jones, because the Crystal Skull one didn't do that good. That was 2008, I believe, 2008, 2009. Shout out to Shia LaBeouf. And then they had this newest one, which, from what I heard about the plot, I'll be honest, I'm not too particular about. I mean, if y'all want me to watch it, if that's what's going to bring in the views, I'll do it. I'll sacrifice my time to watch it. But classic Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade is going to always be. Oh yeah, the oldie ones are they going Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade will always be a 10 out of 10. Point blank, period. You have Dr. Jones going up against the evil regime. They start with the letter N. And then he has in Temple of Doom, of course, it's the Lost Ark in the first one. Temple of Doom in the second one. I can't remember the actor's name, but the young guy, he's actually an Oscar award winner, so forgive me because I would like to work with him because he's a big name now. He's always been kind of a big name. I believe he's in Goonies. He's well known for that. I remember when the two kids were fighting. I'm like, oh, the kids are fighting. It got serious. And then Last Crusade, the legendary Sean Connery, Bond, James Bond, and Indiana Jones working together. So it's like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I believe they just came out with a video game too. They're revamping the series. We'll react to Star Wars, but I might watch it. Which Star Wars? Because like Indiana Jones, from 1977 to like 1983, gonna always be like a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be biased. The originals, I'm always biased. Now, I have seen the one, I think 2015, 2016, when they had Rey. It was long-winded as all get out, though. That was a long movie. The one where Leia was in and then out and came back in again, if you know what I mean. I don't want to spoil nothing if you haven't seen it. But yeah. Now I tell you what. What about if I were to do a Star Wars review? Maybe the 90s ones. I did have the toys when I was a kid. The 90s toys. Revenge of the Sith, that was 2005, right? The classic scene where they're fighting, like, I wouldn't say in hell, but they're like fighting in a lava background. That classic scene. Like I've never seen that movie. You might be giving me a great idea there. So I just remember that scene. I think it was almost like an award-winning scene where they're fighting in like a brimstone-like background. I will watch that now because I'll never forget that. That was kind of like a slight revamp boom period for Star Wars. Yeah, I remember that. And I believe it was 05. It wasn't even 08. That was like 05. That was like 05, and it was like a very strong but very, 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 very brief comeback. It's like Star Wars didn't make a full comeback, but it let itself be known like mid-2000s. I definitely remember that because the Revenge of the Sith was like everywhere. It was like that was I wouldn't say a peculiar time. That was a very Lord. I remember 2005. Jesus, that's 20 years ago. How put a 5 in the chat if everybody remember 2005. How was 2005 to you? Because I'm gonna go down a nostalgia trip. I was in middle school. I was born in 93, so I was 10 in 03, 11 in 04, 12. So I was 12 years old in 05. Yep, I'm like you, Gabe. Power Rangers SPD, which actually this year is a very important year because in the Power Rangers SPD lore, July 11, 2025 is a very important year in the Power Ranger lore of SPD. So I'm definitely going to do something special this year for my birthday if I can. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I need to put something together. 2016 was good to you. 2016 was all right. I will admit 2005 was a favorite year for me. It wasn't like great. I don't think there's been a year where I was like, oh, it was super duper 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 great, but there were some years that were better than others. I do remember I was homeschooled at the time, but I still had a lot of fun moments. I do remember my mom and dad getting married. I do remember what else I remember? Power Rangers SPD, the Proud Family movie. I was still watching Disney Channel at the time. I remember a lot of good music. Kanye West, before he just lost it, Late Registration Graduation CD or album. Missy Elliott came out with the Cookbook CD, which is not a cookbook, not an actual cookbook, but the name of the album was called the Cookbook. Sierra was big at the time. Destiny's Child Cater to You was a smash hit. Life Jennings, Must Be Nice. Obviously, I remember this stuff, man. I'm going way back on this. Reality TV, VH1 was booming. This was like the first year before Flavor of Love came out in 2006. And then like 2006, Flavor of Love came out and really hit the scene. So this is like a year before. WWE was still kicking butt. Like now it was not the Attitude Era. WrestleMania 21. So that's another one. So this is when John Cena and Batista finally ascended, became the top guys in the company. Twitter rant, my mom and dad married in January 2025. Congratulations. Congratulations. Look, 20 years ago it was my mom and dad. And Denton, you said Twitter rant. But yeah, WWE was actually doing better. WWE was in a new era. I remember getting the Day of Reckoning game in 2004. So Day of Reckoning 2 came out in 2005. John Cena and Batista were the two new top guys in the company. I remember SmackDown versus Raw 2006. I remember actually having an Xbox, not Xbox 360. Well, no. I had the original Xbox before 2005. That might be like 03, 04. But I remember I was like really getting my collection with that particular system even more. 2005 was a good year. And I went to see what movies did I go see that year? I went to the movie theater. I remember the movies. I already talked about one of the Disney movies. Stuck in the Suburbs 2004, but I'm trying to remember 2005. It was the Proud Family movie. So like if you didn't go to the movie theater for during the summer, Disney Channel will be your hookup. Bobby Valentino and Ludacris, that song Pimpin' All Over the World was one of my favorites. What else? Video game wise, Grand Theft Auto was 2000. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was 2004. 007, Everything or Nothing was 2004. So I think, believe around this time, 2005, 2006, it was From Russia with Love. I think I got From Russia with Love for Christmas 2005, 2006. I went all the way back in time. I am excited to watch the third Terrifier movie. Yes, Gabe. I remember playing Nintendo GameCube, man. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get y'all to interact now. Y'all finna talk back to me in this here. Do y'all want to see? Put a 4 in the chat since it's like 4, even though it's 4 sides to a square, but I know cube is more sides, but right now my math ain't mathing right now. Put a 4 in the chat if you want to see some of my GameCube games. Because GameCube that's my system, man. Now that's my system. Now I mean in PS2 will always have a special place in my heart. Xbox will always have a special place in my heart. Xbox 360 will always have a special place in my heart. PlayStation, every other system, but GameCube. Capcom versus SNK 2, Def Jam Vendetta, WWE Day of Reckoning, WrestleMania X8, WrestleMania 19. Splinter Cell, Super Mario Sunshine, all the class. All right, I got enough 4s in the chat. Y'all stay right there. Hold on. So because I will only show you 4 since I asked for 4 in the chat. Y'all ready? Oh, and I got 4 people in the chat. Oh, and I got 8 likes. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Are y'all ready? I'm trying to remember which game was the very first game I had gotten. I believe I already know what it was. All right. So I'm going to go back in time real quick and then be patient with me. It's storytelling time. Who remembers the old Nintendo Power magazine? Raise your hand. Or put like a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat or a hand emoji. A nice hand emoji, not the one with the middle finger. Let me know. All right. So I remember the commercials. I remember the Nintendo Power when they first came out with the GameCube. And from what I remember, and I am right on this, these 4 games I'm about to pull out were probably these 4 games were probably the first 4 video games I got on the GameCube. Y'all know me being a wrestling fan. That's what a wrestling game kind of pushes me to buy a system. You don't really do that no more because I'm kind of satisfied with PS4, unless I get a big blessing to get a PS5. You know. This game right here was the very first. 2002, I believe it was the summer 2002. WrestleMania X8. Great memories. Playing the game in this living room, in my bedroom. Awesome memories. Stone Cold Steve Austin, RVD, Hogan. Right here. Awesome memories. See the back of it. I remember playing the cage match. The cage match, for lack of a better term, was hell. Trying to climb out of the cage and the button mashing. I rage quit this game several times, but I had fun. It was not the best wrestling game in the world, but it wasn't the worst. As time went on, the developers at THQ improved on this system, so on this engine. So from this, it was a huge shift when it went from WrestleMania X8 to WrestleMania 19. It drastically improved in a lot of areas. In some areas, it got a little worse, but in other areas, it drastically improved. I love I love the arena graphics in the game. Like the character graphics could improve in some areas, but some character models, like in wrestling games, are better than others. Some of them, they really did good. They still hold up. And then I pressed A. Was a lot of games. And then the WrestleMania series eventually became the Day of Reckoning series. That's when it really hit its peak. That's when graphically it hit its peak, gameplay-wise it hit its peak, creation-wise it hit its peak, quality it hit its peak. And the WrestleMania series turned into Day of Reckoning, and the WrestleMania went to the Xbox system, which the original Xbox didn't have the best luck with wrestling games, except for maybe the Raw 2 was probably the best one. But yeah, this was the very first. I got summer 2002. If you just want to see what bam boom. Look how small the disc used to be back in the day, y'all. It makes me want to play it again. Yeah, I can feel like the 3D indentions on here. So great memories. Now, from that, I will go into the second game. And I'm trying to remember in the debate between these two games, which one was the second game? I believe this one with this particular cover. I know I got one of these for Christmas. Okay, I'll tell you what, it's going to be this one. So with that, I'm a big fighting game fan. And I am going to share with you my personal favorite fighting game of all time. Yes, to me, better than Street Fighter 2. To me, better than the most recent Mortal Kombat games. To me, better than some of the old school Mortal Kombat when they had the 2D, scanning the character. This is my choice, and I'm sticking to it because to me, it checks off a lot of buttons. Well, it checks off a lot of buttons. It checks off a lot of squares, fill in the blanks. This is my favorite fighting game of all time, and I've stated it before. I mentioned it just now in the chat, and I will say it again. Capcom versus SNK 2. God rest my uncle's soul. He called me. I was a little kid. He was at the store. I don't know if he called me or I was in the store with him. That was Legends of Wrestling with that. But he called me. I think he just bought it on the fly. He saw it and he said, Josh will love this. That's my middle name, Josh. Josh will love this. You think he called me or he came back to the house or something. He talked to my grandmother and my mom. He was like, he talked with me on the phone, I believe. He said, Josh, you're going to love this game. It's got Chun-Li and all the fighters on there. It's got a whole bunch of them. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, because he knew my favorite female fighter of all time was Chun-Li. I had a big crush on Chun-Li. So whenever he played the game, I'm like, please don't beat up Chun-Li. Now I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I'll play whoever I play and beat whoever I need to beat up. So Chun-Li, he had me sold on that. I said, well, anything with Chun-Li, yeah. He said, yeah, this got all the fighters in there. Well, I did not know, my little young self did not know, that there was another fighting game company, another developer who had a several fighting game franchises. So Capcom is known for Street Fighter 2 or the Street Fighter series. SNK is known for King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, and Art of Fighting. Capcom also has things outside of Street Fighter like Darkstalkers, Final Fight, and other fighting properties. Mega Man and other things like that, which is not a fighting game. It's more side-scroller, but still in that dimension. So this game was my introduction to the SNK franchise, which I have fell in love with over the years. It's a favorite now. So a lot of gamers talk about Marvel versus Capcom as their favorite. To each his own. But I always felt Capcom versus SNK was a better blend because they were like two alternate realities. They fit better. Instead of superheroes versus fighters and vice versa. This is my number one. And the reason why it's my number one is because I think the EO stands for easy operational. So, for instance, when you play in a fighting game, the specialty moves, you usually have to do a combination to do a specialty move. Like you have to press down, corner, right or left, and then A or B to do like a fireball. Well, in this game, all you have to do is flick the yellow stick on the controller on the Nintendo, and boom, you can do a fireball or whatever specialty move. I love that. So that's what it was. It was easy to do specialty moves. And when I tell you, once you really kick this game's butt, or you do really good in this game, and you have to fight the two boss villains, it's bad enough if you fight them by yourself. This game really made me rage quit. If you know what rage quit is, that means when you got so passionate in the game, you just throw it down and just say, screw it. But if you get real good at this game, and the two boss villains, I'm going to tell them their name. On the Capcom side is Akuma, and on the SNK side is Rugal. If them suckers combine in any iteration, whether one consumes the other, get ready for a huge fight. You can get ready for some hell. You better already. I got beat by this so many times, and on the last level, I rage quit. I said, "Oh no, I'm gonna beat their butt." Literally, like just rage quitting. There were only a few times I whooped the villains behind, literally in the first round, like literally in the first going. But that's like you really got to be on them. You better spam that darn specialty button like crazy. You better have a good counter too. And once they really hit whenever they hit their specialty, okay, so what made this game so great, and I know I'm staying on this game a while, they have these things called grooves. So there's the Capcom versus SNK groove. So there's the Cap groove, which is a C, A, and a P, and there's the SNK groove, which is the S, and N, and the K. The different grooves will give you different access to the abilities. So God forbid the Akuma or Rugal get into their groove. When they get in their groove and that screen goes black, you better be out the way. Because there's one move called the Raging Demon that Akuma does, and another move that Rugal does that when they grab you and that screen goes black, you're gone. You're gone, or you're almost gone. But really, 9 chances out of 10, you're gone. Yeah, but this, I'm sorry, I know there's the Marvel DC game, there's the Marvel versus Capcom. People would love to see a Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. There's the Mortal Kombat versus DC. But right here, Capcom versus SNK 2, #1 favorite of all time. Only other fighting game that I put in that top 3 category is Def Jam Fight for New York. Yeah, it's not even a solid like Street Fighter, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Virtua Fighter. No, it's like literally the non-traditional fighting ones, or the combined, the combo, the collaborations. So I'm gonna tell you about the Nintendo GameCube game I had gotten for Christmas of 2002. And that made me think about my uncle, because he said, I got it for you, Josh. And I also got a Nintendo Game Boy the same year. Right here. Super Mario Sunshine. I never completely fully beat this game, but I'm going to. Like one of these days, I might play it this summer. Because it's like a good summertime, like summer vacation, spring break game. Because he's actually on vacation, but he's stuck in an adventure. So apparently the villain is like this villain who loves to paint up the town and mess things up. And Mario has been framed. So now he has to go about his way to. You remember the advertisement? It's fun, Gabe. Some people say they hate this game. They don't like it. But I mean, I like it because I'm biased to it. I haven't played all the Mario games, but I'm biased to it. I like this one. I like it. And so Mario has to clear his name by literally cleaning the city, cleaning the island. So Christmas 2002, favorite. And here's the last one, because I'm not going to show y'all all my collection. I might do a Patreon for that. You think I should do a Patreon on some things like prized possession stuff? Like, you know, some things like, you know, what you think, Gabe? But here's the last one I'm going to show y'all for tonight. One of my favorite games, Wacky. It's all get out, but it's fun. Wacky is all get out, but I love it because you don't have to really think about playing this game. You just play it. And it is called Crazy Taxi. It was on Dreamcast. So this is actually like a Sega property that also got on GameCube. Love this game. The music, literally right now in my head, I can hear some of the songs like Dead at 22 or and I'm not gonna sing the full song of one of these other songs, but I think it's called All I Want. It's all I want. Think of early 2000s rock. I kind of miss that. Yeah, a black guy like me kind of misses early 2000 rock. Early 2000s rock music. Alternative, emo, goth, alternative pop rock, funk rock, hip hop, rap rock, Linkin Park, Maroon 5, Evanescence, Limp Bizkit. Rock is the staple of Power Rangers, absolutely. I'm trying to think of some other rock and roll bands. Matchbox, was it like Matchbox 20? The guy that was the song I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell right now. Right now you don't care. I can't sing all of it. That Nickelback, Daughtry, Hinder, with Lips of an Angel, Coldplay, all that Nirvana, all that sound. I know I sound bad right now because I'm not in my singing gear. I can sing, but I can hold a couple of notes, people. I might cut a record one day. Right. Coldplay, Speed of Sound. Weezer, Beverly Hills. Saliva, Breaking Benjamin. Metallica, Bon Jovi, U2, It's a Beautiful Day. It's a beautiful day, yeah. Away, searching. I remember when Triple H was getting ready to come back and they were doing the promos of him in the gym. That's how I really found out about the song. Creed, people. They were in Shreveport. I missed it, but I've probably been the only brother up in there. But hey, I love some With Arms Wide Open, Under the Sunlight, Welcome to This Place, AC/DC. That's it. See, y'all going for the older rock. Y'all going for like 70s rock. Meatloaf and them. Because I even like Tears for Fears, Whitesnake, REO Speedwagon. I'll go 90s grunge, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses. Now, Guns N' Roses wasn't grunge. They were more like hair metal, mixed like that. Alice in Chains, Them Bones. The song Smell Like Teen Spirit, but that was Nirvana. Who was that group that came out with You Got the Dreamer's Disease? Wake up, kids, you got the dreamer's disease. Da, da. Their name might not be rock, they might just be more pop. Da, 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 da. All time. You got the music in you. Boo, boo, boo. And then rock and roll music back then was more dramatic. How many of y'all miss dramatic music like me? Maybe because of me being that. Like you said, and even Elvis and Michael Jackson did some rock. Yeah. I mean, and let's be honest, Black History Month, Black people created rock. Like a lot of the guitar shredding, that's Jimi Hendrix. Rock and roll, just the format of it is Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Big Mama Thornton. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. What game made me rage quit? I told you, Capcom versus SNK 2, WrestleMania X82, the games I just mentioned. Dead Storm Pirates, and that's a big arcade game. That's like you have to go to the arcade for that. But Dead Storm Pirates, Lord, it's so many, man. Those just a few I named to you. Those games made me rage quit. But how many of y'all, and I'm just going off the random here, because I can't be too long. Oh, Lord, Hound Dog, Lilo and Stitch. Yes. These kids don't know nothing about no Lilo and Stitch. Now, back in the day, like we watched it. Well, I sound like an old man, but guess what? The old folks say that about us, so we get to take turns. Because guess what? You next generation, y'all gonna go through the same thing we going through. That's why brother me need to be in the chat. Let him know. And he probably watch some of them too. Because he might be like in that situation I'm in where I like a lot of old school. We had to go outside for computers. And you know what though? It's funny. Rain, they think us millennials, like, oh, we grew up with computers. We did, but we didn't fully grow up with them. Like, we really didn't touch computers like that till we were like in middle school or high school. Before then, we still had to go outside. Or if anything, closest we got to computer was playing a video game. We didn't even really own cell phones like that. That was still taboo. Like the internet did grow up with us, but everybody didn't have a MySpace page. Like they did, people had them, but it was way, 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 way more taboo. That was before everybody had a cell phone. Now everybody has a cell phone. You look crazy if you don't have it. Back then, if you had a cell phone, you got in trouble. So I know I had 8 likes in the chat, went down to 7. What's going on? They don't like the conversation? Even kids, that's right. Even kids. If you got a job, yeah, but like you say, Gabe, you got your first cell phone in 2005 after you got your job. But see, but notice that age range there. We weren't kids when we had cell phones. That's what a lot of people seem to realize. Like we didn't really grow up with just being this. The generation after us didn't even really grow up completely on cell phones, but it was starting to get to that point. It's like the 2 generations after. It's kind of like, okay, so we're millennials, so it's like now. Would they still be Gen Z or maybe Gen Alpha? Gen Alpha is the one that's like solely computer. Like they really, really have an interaction with anything outside a computer. It's my favorite type of game, fighting games. Yeah, mostly. That and side scrollers, like side scrollers where they fighting. But yeah, that and third person strategy. Like when I say third person, I mean like Hitman, Metal Gear, stealth stuff, and first person shooter. Those like my top main favorites. Dempsey. We got 7 likes in the chat. If I can get 8, I was at 8. I guess maybe I said something that hopefully I didn't strike a generation, which I'm like this here. Look, you younger than me, older than me, hey, we all going through the same experiences. Because they was talking about that about us millennials, particularly us 90s millennials. But guess what? We all have a childhood and an adulthood and elderhood. So we all sharing because a lot of stuff I like came before my time. Like some of my favorite movies, I mean, I wasn't even born, but I know those some movies better than some of my parents. Yeah, role playing. So, just things like that. But I'm not gonna be too long. I can't be too long tonight because I definitely get ready for work in the morning.
What's up, everybody?
They will die if they don't have their iPad for 1 second. I'm talking about Gen Alpha. Yeah, Gen Alpha is a different era. It's a different. I'm watching myself on TV. I'm watching myself on TV. Echo. I'm watching myself on TV. Echo. That's cool. Okay, let me stop. But yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just looking now because I'm also getting hungry and sleepy. Yeah, Gen Gen Alpha is a different breed. Every generation is a different breed. Every generation has a pro and a con. I've noticed that. But before I end the stream, because I'm gonna try to see if I probably end it like exactly at the 2 hour mark. That can't be too long, or before then, because I'm hungry and I'm also sleepy. The game plan for Friday. I will change up my setup a little bit slightly. I might do a stream before then, a test stream, possibly Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday evening. So be on the lookout. Because earlier today I was working on the equipment, which kind of ties in with my phone. So when I stream, I might not be streaming on my phone. I might be streaming on a different device. But if all else fails, I have options, you know? So, yes, that will be my next stream on Friday. My next stream will indeed be on Friday. Now I might have a surprise stream Wednesday, and the Wednesday stream, Demson and everybody else, is going to be a test stream possibly Wednesday. That's just like testing out the kinks before I officially do the movie stream Friday. So the Terrifier 3 live stream will be Friday, I would say 8 o'clock my time. If there's a delay, 8:30. Between 8 o'clock to 8:30 is when we'll start. I will also, like I said, might possibly have a surprise stream Wednesday. I might get some music together because, like I said, I watched some other YouTubers who do the same thing before they talk about their topic. They have like a music soundtrack together. So I might put in music soundtrack. I'll make sure to put in the comments or something, some type of way. Let them know I don't own the rights to music, so don't copyright me, YouTube. I'm trying to go about this and trying to have fun, but not you just punish me for no reason. So that, and we are gonna have fun, and that's gonna be the first of many. The first of many, like reaction movie nights. Because like, okay, for instance, Gabe, Rain, Queen Tina, I know Terrifier is not your type, but I would. Is it reconnected? Okay, so I'm back live. I would like to do a reaction of something that's not just action adventure, but some on the mystery spectrum. You know, suspense. I don't know if that's too much. What I mean by that, you know, I understand if horror turns you off, but like mystery suspense, like, okay, solve the clue watching this movie. Or something that's suspenseful. Kind of like, oh crap. You have to think of one, yeah. I have to think of one, yeah. Because I talk to some other buds. I don't usually have too many folks in my domain, but I like to say on certain content, I don't mind collaborating, working together on it. Oh, you know, Scooby. Come on, man. That would be going back in time and having fun again. Scooby-Doo to the live animated, I'm sure. Because I already love the TV show. Of course, the original 60s and all through 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. But yes, the live action Scooby-Doo, oh, come on. Absolutely. Live action Scooby. What's the Scooby-Doo? They gonna solve that mystery. Solve that mystery. Yeah, kind of. I think I said the song in the arrangement right. Or what's the Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Where are you? Boo 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 boo. Live action movie and some animated. Oh yeah. Definitely go for some animated and action movie. Got to have our action. Got to. I guess our boy me might not be showing up. Look, I don't want him getting in too late. You have to catch the replay. So it is 1:55. Well, no, not 1:55. What are we talking about? I've been on here an hour and 54 minutes. So I might not wait a full blown 2 hours. I might just go and end it, y'all. So Friday between 8 o'clock p.m. to 8:30 p.m. my time, within a 30-minute increment. That's the time frame that y'all should be on the lookout from when I get started for the live stream around 8 o'clock. By that point, I'll be well rested. I'll have some, kind of put together, and you will watch my reaction to the very peculiar Terrifier. Oh yeah. I'm glad you came. I'm gonna get ready to end the stream in a little bit, actually. So thank you for coming in, Rain. Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now because I'm hungry and I'm getting sleepy. So you guys take it easy. Shout out to everybody else that didn't make it onto the stream. We will see you guys again, and we're gonna have fun. Friday, 8 to 8:30, around that time p.m. That's when we will have our stream of Terrifier 3. All right. So I will see you next time. Be on the lookout Wednesday. That might be a surprise stream. That's a test run. So see y'all later. Be blessed. Y'all have a good night.